country with how does it's just that as time goes on, this problem becomes more prominent because like as the economy gets worse, the younger people just find no desire or have no desire to have children, which in turn reduces birth rates, and then uh, as less people are being born and more people are getting old, it just leads to a larger percentage of people that are like elderly, which I feel like is a big problem that needs to have a solution that most countries really don't have a solid end all be all solution at all.
It's very sad to hear that. Not you, I mean the situations. Okay, thank you very much. What about the rest, Ian?
I just think that an aging population is like quite it's a very disadvantageous to the working like the economy of Singapore, because like there's a smaller working population.
Never mind, bro. We can use AI, correct? Now we can use robot. You can use drone. We can replace AI Ian. It's not artificial intelligence. It's called Apple intelligence. Can replace you, okay?
Yeah, then like more old people also means that like more people retire. Then it will cause like less income generation.
Okay.
Less GDP for the country.
Oh wow, that is very serious. Thank you. How about Hui Ru? What do you think about aging populations?
I also feel aging population will bring more negative impacts to our society because people will face higher stress working industries, and there will be more pressure on healthcare systems because those elderly need more healthcare and medical treatment. So if aging population is getting more and more serious, there will be less workers which can earn revenues to generate those this foundation system in the society.
这样我不是以后你们不是要还很多 tax 养我们这些老人家 Uncle Raymond 变成爷爷 Raymond 了还有你妈咪 Daddy 叫我全部都是这样Who is out? 天祥 is out. What happened to 天祥? I want to call you out already. Okay. Take this as a practice because you're going to have your prelim 2 minutes oral presentations as well as the actual presentations in your O level in August or September, and take it as also for your practice for A level and further in your future in your life. Remember, I don't want to hear or e. Okay, if you have I think this one is somehow to help me. Once you have all these or you're actually telling the examiner, the person you're talking to, you are not very confident, you are lost of words, you are kind of not convincing enough. So instead of you can replace well, instead of you can replace indeed. You can say you say as a matter of fact, well, task, well, no, use this type of word to replace. Tian Xiang, thank you. Your turn. Tian Xiang frozen already. Okay, Thomas, 你觉得老人的老化是一个大问题吗？
Yes, I do think that aging population is causing a big impact to Singapore. Well, I mean, to all parts of the world, as the aging population will cause a lot of problems like it will like cause like a lot of jobs to be emptied, and there's no more worker to do the essential jobs, and also like aging population will cause the government to have to put more money on the like healthcare and the supporting side like Medishield, like that kind of things, to make sure that like the elderlies can live well and like peacefully with so that like more of the government's total income will be used on this part that is not supposed to be, and it will cause a deduce in in the growth of the economy of the country lah. So it will also like cause a lot of other problems such as uh the lack of jobs, no not the lack of workers in many companies. So it will like cause more pressure to be put on the current workers and cause them to have more and more problems like like health problems which like further on go like cause a effect on the healthcare system. Yeah.
哎呀，这样哦，怪不得最近我去 McDonald、Burger King、KFC、Starbucks，Hello welcome，先生你要买什么？哇，很多老人家哦，然后然后鸡蛋糕，Thomas，你要做吗？你们有个 problem to give more money to us 啊？不要忘记，当我们年轻的时候，我们也是为了这世界、这个社会牺牲的。现在我们老了，你以为我们老当不作用哈？替我们一脚哈？是不是？是不是这样讲？啊，你们真是无情啊，真是很可怜的，很悲哀。我不要跟你们讲话。How about you, 雅叶？开玩笑啊。Later I will show you 2 videos. You will understand what I mean. Get ready for your tissue paper if you cannot take it. Yeah, my dear, what do you want to say? Come on. Hi, Zachary. Take care. Have a good rest.
Waiting for you to call me. Okay, so about
Go.
aging population. So I think that aging population, it takes up the nation's resources because the government needs to like spend more money to build infrastructures which benefits the elderly. For example, like more elderly homes, they have to build them. They have to like even though like elderly homes, it gives more jobs to people. But it's still it still take up the nation's resources, and therefore the aging populations, it put more stresses on the younger ones because they are the ones who work to pay the taxes to like give it to the country, and the country have to build the infrastructure for the elderly. So that's why I think that aging population does not really help. Even though like it is like definitely even though my meaning is not like there should not be aging people, but my meaning is like aging population, it is not beneficial for the country. Yes.
我很伤心你这样讲的话，你只有渐进去我的心，因为我真的心痛。So you are saying that when we are old, 你这些老人家鸡蛋糕浪费我的 taxpayer money 啊！你们的老不死了，一只脚要进去棺材了，还要我们 spend so much money taking care of you. Hello，当你们小时候 baby 的时候，你们也是很多麻烦的，我们照顾你们呢。现在我们老一辈了，一言你笑得很开心哦。哎呀，你这个老不死的 Uncle Raymond，哎，快点走啊，浪费食物。John 啊。Let's see the video later. You tell me how you feel. Every time I watch all these videos, I cannot take it, but I cannot control my emotion. Tian Xiang, Zach, I wouldn't want you to talk. Don't mind. But if you want to talk, can I request everyone in this Zoom to put on your mask? Because I worry he passed the virus to us. Or Michael, get ready your mask. But you can use the emoji mask, the 那个假的 mask. Okay. You know the cartoon got one mask on it, you cover it because very contagious. Thanks, Zachary. Let's go. You know what's my question now, Tianxiang? The aging populations. How do you think and how do you feel? Bro, I can't hear you. Are you talking? Oh, okay. Yes, my dear. What you want to say?
I think aging population I think the aging population is very worrying. Because Singapore is going to be a very aging population very soon, and this could cause more money, more financial subsidies provided by the government to elderlies who will to provide more elderlies with basic needs for survival and
Oh,
health
wow.
services.
I see.
And
Okay.
because the increase in financial needs, there will be increase in tax rate.
Definitely. Definitely. Because we need to feed these old people like me in 10 years' time. Uncle Raymond will be 65 years old. I hope I still can continue to teach, but I doubt so. If help permit.
Curse.
Any more? Sorry.
But because there are less young workers to work, so there might be a decline in economic growth.
我问你们2 4 6 7 7个宝贝，除了那个 Zachary 以外那个等一下把细菌给我。Anyway， 你教他讲华文你好像叫做难如登天你懂什么意思吗 ？OK，Zach， I'm so sorry to disturb you, you're sick 如果我叫你讲华文你可以讲出来吗？可以吗？慧茹，天香，欣姐，我觉得老化的是一个很大的问题打个比方说，现在老化不只是新加坡，好像是每个国家都是有遇到这种问题，而且这个问题是非常的严重，因为老人年老化是不只是会影响到整个局面、整个世界，而且会带来经济的影响。OK 华语讲得很好英文怎么讲呢 ？So instead of lesser worker, my dear 天才 is getting have the fewer workers. Alright, never mind. Let's lucky Okay, so now recording already So let's move on to the topics. Thanks for sharing. Now, where's my notes Is it this one? Okay. All right, good. So a quick one what happens if this is like a 2 minutes presentations in your oral or even in the SPQ? Can I have a quick one? Michael, maybe you want to start first. After watching these 2 videos, 你的感想是什么? How you feel? And do you think these 2 videos are resonating to a lot of aging people in Singapore, in China, in any part of the world, when we are busy chasing our dreams? Yes, back to you, Michael.
After I watched those 2 videos, I felt very moved by the messages that they are trying to convey through 2 similar stories, but similar but very different kind of stories. Through the way they through their imaging, through their imaging, the characters' reactions, and the way they convey the story, I could feel that they were trying to tell us that we should cherish our loved ones, especially our grandparents, our parents, as much as we can while they are still here, because as human life is
You can write this SPQ already. If this is an SRQ, you can write in already. You get it now? You see? 你要一针见血 you must hit straight to the heart of the examiner to get the marks. You know, SRQ sometimes is not just memorizing. You need your passion to write. And this topic is very important. So, Michael, just a quick one. Do your teacher show this kind of video in school for SS?
Not really, no.
Not really, So I just want to tell you, now you understand Michael. Whatever I'm teaching, I don't want to talk on the books. It's not just the textbook. I want to bring it in the real life. And this will resonate and tell you and keep your mind bloody hell, wake up. This is a very serious issue, And if CNA were to play that dying alone in Singapore, it's really seriously not a good thing. Imagine this person died already and the spirit is in the house and nobody can care. And if you see your own body rotting and nobody come and help, scary, scary. Seriously. Okay, thank you. Ian, how do you feel? I mean, just a quick one. Any one of you can unmute your mic. I use a past tense. Did your teacher ever show you any video of this? Ian? No. No 天祥有吗 Zachary? Thomas? Yeah, 没有对吗 So now 你明白了为什么我要拿这个 video 来真的跟你讲这个重要性 the urgent need. Back to you, Ian. How do you find out about this?
The video was like quite sad.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, like
How
is
do
the
you feel after watching the video? Okay, quick one. Just a simple one. How?
yeah, I just think that the video is like quite sad.
Very sad, oh. Then what else? That's all, yeah. Sad until you cry, got tissue paper, you cannot talk already, yeah.
like the first video is like at least like the girl got do something about it before it's too late. But like the second video is like cannot do anything. So like it gives a contrast.
Very good. Yeah, using comparison skill. Damn it, man. Similarity and differences. Well done, damn it. You know my trick, huh? To resonate, to give you a better idea. No teachers doing that in your school, I believe, right? Right. Yes. So now you understand what I really put in my efforts to give it to you, that this is it's not just aging. I can use a lot of video to show about cybersecurity, about food and all these things. But I happen to find that this is good because I used that last 2 years or last year to do for my boot camp. All right, so thank you very much. Yeah. How about Tianxia? How you find about the video? Wow, very smart, Ian. Comparison skill. Tianxia.
I think the videos. I think the videos are very touching.
Very touching. Oh, touching 你也是要讲话吗？为什么？
Because it is very sad that the children cannot carry out the filial piety because their parents are because like they are dead.
I totally agree with filial piety 孝顺哦，天想。你们小时候从 baby 出世到5岁你的奶奶、爷爷、阿嬷、阿公妈咪、daddy，还有 maybe auntie、uncle，他们无微不至的照顾你们。现在他们老了，可能不中用，还是中风stroke illnesses all these things or cancer，don't ever leave them， 会有报应 karma， nothing to do with social study。But I'm sharing with you this because it's very important that we are humans. We need to show compassion, graciousness, and also the support that we need to give to people. And that's where the volunteers come in. So in case you have this kind of sources coming up in your aging populations, or to do diversities, or to talk about volunteerism, to talk about philanthropy, 大慈善家, remember this, leaders, whatever we do, whatever we contribute to the society is to make the society more peaceful, more perfect as much as we can. But you see, let me pause for a while here. Preparation for old age should begin not later than 1/10. A life which is empty of purpose until 65 will not suddenly become filled on retirement. This is a true story. Everyone listen. I'm not sure during the end of this year, the party, you can meet these twins. Recently, the twins' mommy's the twins' grandma passed away because of COVID, and grandma died in China. Sadly to say, 2 years ago during the COVID, Singaporean cannot go to China because of some visa issue. Few days ago, the twins came back to Singapore and study. The mom told me, so sorry, Raymond, Uncle Raymond, I have to put the 2 twins on your good hands. Say, okay, sure, no problem. But I have to go back to Beijing to look after my father who is going for an operations. So, from that moment, you can think of she's the only child, right? 对吗？因为以前的中国是有一个孩子。You see, poor thing 他可怜的，他的那个我讲这个老板娘他的妈妈已经80了，但他剩下他的 daddy 在北京又要开刀，那2个儿子现在又要考试，他的丈夫一个人在这边，你看。whose idea to say 一个敲就够了而且 sorry 我们华人有一个很大的问题就是重男轻女真的，我们会改掉这个思想吗？不可能，100年后还是会重男轻女 ，trust me， 我也是会这样的， but 我现在也要慢慢改掉。所以怎么办呢？ Education 怎么办呢？ we need to be open-minded. 怎么办呢？我们要宽宏大量。We must show graciousness. Social study is all about this. So what give a big damn 啊，慧茹，你全部 A1 啊，可是你的 social study 拿 F9，你其实不是一个很厉害的人。在 academic 你很好，I'm just giving example 慧茹不要生气啊。I'm just giving example. 可是你的心啊 is 铁质心肠的 iron heart. We don't want this type of people in the society. We want people with a heart. 文武双全啊，那个兵啊，你懂兵吗？一个文一个武是兵，对吗？啊，为什么文跟武放在一起是一个兵呢？为什么那个 tone 是比较 low down 呢？为什么不要 harsh tone 呢？就是它要 balance. So now take note 啦。This is not just social study. This will link you to your A level, even to university topics. I'm not sure. I believe this is the first time, maybe your first time or second time watching this video. There are more videos on this. They got one very cute one. The father was sitting there. The son was also sitting there on the bench. Then the father asked, "Son, what is this?" Squirrel. No, sparrow, sparrow. Oh, then he keep asking that, son, what is that? Sparrow, sparrow, SPARROW. You're asking me for more than 10 over times. The father tell the son, you see there? He went inside the room and took out the book. When Michael, so that you are Michael example, when Michael was 5 years old, he asked me, what is that? I repeated to Michael 50 times, sparrow. Every time when he asks me, I'm very happy that he called, Daddy, what is that? Daddy, what is that? Daddy, what is that? I answer him without any hesitations, sparrow. When the son read the diary of the father, who is a dementia person, he gave the daddy a big hug and kisses. Ladies and gentlemen, well, now you understand why I'm not interested in your A1 for your social study. If you do not have your ABC, attitude, behavior, and characters with the heart, 你怎么样 A1 也是没有用，你没有那个心。All right, don't mind. I'm very straightforward. 我讲话就是这样。I want my student with this. Once you have this, everything will be steady. Okay. Now, look at this. Retirement age and CPF contributions. If all your parents are now converted to Singapore citizens, hey Michael, your parents are Singaporean now, right? Okay, so you're not the only child, right? So you and your brother, right? You told me before, right? Two of you, right? Bro. Then you and your bro, really have to earn a lot of money because the inflation is getting higher, the housing is getting higher, everything is so expensive, not just Singapore, like come on, everywhere the same. So by the next time when your parents turn 62, 63, 64, how is it 2030? I'm very close to here already. By that time, 2030, I already 60 years old. Okay, and then you see, they got re-employment age. How? 70岁还叫我去做工啊，叫我去扫地啊，抹地去洗 toilet 吗？ What kind of retirement? What kind of job are we talking about? Just a quick one. Yeah. What do you think? What kind of job if you are the MP, you have the Prime Minister of Singapore, what kind of job would you want to give people like the 78, 79 or 70 years old?
I mean, like, for the 70 people, right? If they still want to work, I think the more easier jobs, for example, like the cleaner of the plates at the what do you call it?
你去过小贩中心，你看那些阿弟
Hawker
阿哥，
center, yeah.
对哦，小贩中心那些阿弟。
Because now, right? Because of the new law, the one which we all need to return our plates, the people who's working there, those people who usually need to like help the customers to like return their plates do not really need to like work. They decrease the amount of work level, so they basically like just clean up the plates and just send it to the washers. I guess I'm not sure how it goes, but the work level amount is like easier, so I think it may be.
Oh really? You sure not?
I mean, like according to the past, of course, it's easier now because nowadays everybody is following the law. We all return.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
But 我觉得哦，我也是很担心，有时那些老爷爷老奶奶哦，因为地上很滑啊，我怕到因为hawker center 跟 food court 嘛，对吗？有些人多，但不小心 boom 跌倒 that's it man，我担心这个。
Sure.
Oh.
If there is a rain, the fourth floor is wet. Any
That's it.
people walking on it will just fall, right?
对咯，我就是很担心，就是咯，本来他是可以长命一点，那做这个工变短命哎。
But
为
then
了
even if you like, even if you 不做工, you will just walk, just basically walk on the street, you can just 滑倒, right? You have nothing to do with the job. It's like your own condition, isn't it?
Hey brother, you know when I was studying in England 啊 I saw 那些老外那些退休人士啊，他们没有做工，他们玩那个什么球嘞，把那个球那个 long ball 啊，哇打 golf 啊，哇 relax 哎，坐那边饮酒吃个好像李白这样嘞啊。但你看我去中国北京的时候，那些老人家也是的哦，这 very relax 啊，打太极、广场舞啊，relax。哎，我们已经这么老了，还要做工，我们做一大半辈子，我们要 relax 吗？应该是政府养我们了吗？对不对？为什么还要做工？就是因为不够人手了，宝贝。唉，有些人就是不想要在家里。Some a lot of young old people, not young, sorry, old people don't want to sit at home and do nothing because their brain will get slowly deteriorated and their body will get fragile and things like that. So they have to do some exercises. And not everyone like to do line dance on the public, or not everyone like to do certain things. So thanks, yeah. Okay, how about you, Thomas, what do you think? If you are the MP, you are the leader of the country, will you encourage these 76 to 67 to 70 years old to continue working?
I think it depends on like if they want to work or not. So like if they want to work, then like the government can provide light work jobs such like security guards or those like control the gate of the car park, those kind of jobs that is not very like need like
You're very
the like
observant. 哇，你很厉害啊！It's true 啊，Damn it, man, well said. 还有吗
nope.
No, thank you. How about 天祥 If you are the prime minister, the leader of the country, 天祥 will you encourage people to work around this age?
No.
Oh, why? Yeah, why?
Because they are too old.
Yeah, too old. Okay, then how?
So their body might already cannot support them from
Oh,
working.
yeah, okay.
And it is better to stay at home and let the young generation
Let the young generation what? Sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
help them.
Help what? Sorry. I think you're lagging. I'm so sorry.
Help them.
Sorry. Help them or what? Sorry.
Uh,
Your Wi-Fi not very strong. Sorry. Okay, why not you type your answer lah? If I keep asking you, repeat also not nice. So maybe you want to type your answer. Okay, back to you, Hui Ru. Do you encourage people to work? Imagine this is a SPQ question. Will you encourage these elderlies to work?
I will not encourage them to work, but if they really want to work, then I think I will provide some test like to check whether they have the ability to do some mind work, to do some brain works. If some of them can still have the ability to do some calculations or checking, then I think they can just work at home. But
Oh, work from home. Okay.
but for those who maybe who are unable to do such frameworks, maybe just let them to work in the hawker center or in the school.
Ah, okay. Got you. Good. Okay, so it depends on his ability, his physique, 他的健康状况 right, the health conditions. 如果可以的话，勉强可以的话，就不要做太过激烈的工作，比较轻松的工作，好像可能他以前是一个书法家，他可以教那些年轻一代写书法 calligraphy or I believe when it come to my generation, when 我们老化的话，most of us are quite educated enough to do a lot of things. Maybe like help out in the childcare or things like that. How about you, Michael? Just now you want to say something, right?
Oh, I just felt like some of the things that some people said is not entirely true because the point about like how old people can act as security guards, I agree with that. Yes, that's a job that a lot of old people do, but this only applies to like places like condos and stuff. So it's like this limited amount
And
of those.
industrial building, yeah, correct. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so there's a limited amount of them, so the jobs wouldn't be a lot. But even like she said that, oh, everyone is like if I'm not wrong, was it Yaya? And I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. But then Yaya said that she so it said that a lot of people because of the law that Singapore passed, that you have to bring back your own tray. There's less jobs, things for the old people to do when they clean up in hawker centers. I kind of disagree with that because will citizens follow a law that's not really enforced? You see, like people still leave their plates or leave their plates at the table. I see it very often, like in many places still. So I don't know. That's just maybe that's just my own thing, you know.
Oh, do you know it's an offense if you don't put back your trays, you'll get fined?
Yeah,
You know
but
there are
people
people
eat.
who wear plain clothes and go around, and if they don't play, first time they get first warning. It's just like those HSA smoking under the void deck, or you throw your cigarette butt, or littering. They will
Yeah.
give you a fine or warning letter, or even ask you to do collective works. Now Singapore is a very strict country. Don't mess with it. So I wouldn't say there are people. So unfortunately, there are still bunch of black sheep who don't do that. But will you encourage old
For
people?
me, the moral answer is definitely no. I wouldn't encourage it.
I like the way
So
you say
that's
the
the
moral.
moral answer.
Then the
But then
immoral.
the more practical answer, the more logical one would be saying yes. Because the jobs that old elderly people do, they are the jobs that nobody else really wants to do unless they really have no more qualifications to go anywhere else or they're just out of options. So many of these jobs that old people do is just stuff that young people or even middle-aged people are just not willing to apply for or just try to do because they don't find it appealing. They don't really want to do it. So when there's a lack of people who really want to do those kind of jobs, obviously you would have to bring in the people who really has no more other kind of abilities to do anything else. So that's the only option that we can actually do to like fill in these jobs that nobody else wants to do.
Hey bro, you remind me of one guy, one uncle at the age of 97 recently selling those ice cream. The ice cream 那个面包 ice cream 我不懂有没有吃过I used to eat his ice cream in Hong Lim Complex or Hong Lim Park. Sim Lim Complex. The IT building. Recently, he passed away at the age of 97. And I saw that in the TikTok or is it Instagram that 他很可怜，是孤人寡人孤苦伶仃的一个人one person alone. And then when he died recently a few days ago, nobody 替他送终 ，just only some 比较 volunteer，带了他去焚化，cremated, and then after that take the ashes to put in the garden. His whole life have been selling the ice cream there for I think more than 50 years. And you are right, there are some jobs that, you know, seriously, you ask Yi Yuan and Thomas or Ye or even myself to go there and sell ice cream. You, instead of selling the ice cream, pushing the with the motorcycle or bicycle, you might think of opening a shop in an aircon place and get staff to serve the ice cream instead of you ding 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 and then put the ice cream on the bread and sell. And how much you make? Yeah, I don't know. You can meet up ends meet or not. See, yeah, very sad. How about you, Yi Yuan? Were you allowed?
Uh, I've like I will not allow because I think like so called like because sometimes old people are like stealing the jobs of young people.
Selling the job. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, then I mean yeah, then the young people cannot have these jobs to like support their old people also. Like
Oh,
parents and
okay. Like security guard, maybe
so
like
like
what Michael says, security guard, yeah, possible.
like if an old person want to like help their lives, like, support their own lives by having a job, but it might cause like bad things to other old people.
Because of their health, maybe they give them more problems. Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you. Who else? What else?
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you. Who else I've not called? Thomas, you talk already, Thomas? You talk already, right, Thomas?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So let's look at this picture here. You see? Retirement, take note. This one might come out in your SPQ if it come out for aging populations. Recently, it raised to 65, and by 2030, it might raise to 70. Because from the statistics, it show that more and more aging people, and there are less and less baby booming. So less baby means younger generation to support the economy, to support the national service, to support the financial system or hub system, whatever system. So you take note, last time it's until 65, which is by the time 2030, it might reach to 70. Wow. So CPF contributions older, take note, even when you get older, people want to work because they have still got use CPF to pay for their medical bills. Even though the older they are, the government subsidize their medical costs, their medical expenses, their hospitalizations. But they're still old people like to be more independent. They don't want to bother to get volunteers or even the grants for the government. 他们觉得很有骨气啊。Okay, they feel I can do on why should I depend on other 这种是很respect Okay, CPF contribution for older workers to be increased. So you see, now it's also not only they encourage them to come back to work, but they increase their CPF so that they can have longer retirement. Why? Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. One of the points you can say that because now with the high technology and high advancements of medications and the drugs that the drugs means their medications that they can make their life longer and their life expectancies are even longer now compared to last time. So in Japan, we know that there are a lot of more than 100 over years auntie and uncle, grandma and grandpa. So these people have to, Japan really have to really spend a lot of money for this auntie and uncle, grandpa and grandma because they are the post and pre-war generations. Okay, so by looking at this, okay, so it's the same thing again. Now, raising the retirement and re-employment age to 70, take notes, just for your knowledge. Then raising the CPF contributions. So you see, from 55, which is my age, 26 today, down to first, and then you see later on, getting higher, the 37 target. So this one also the same thing. Okay, and by the time from the 12%, if anyone between 65 to 70 years, they are still working like the security guard, like what Michael mentions. No, and then they got paid, the company pay them CPF, see, they got increase. So definitely they kind of say, 不错哦，我这么老了，我还有 CPF，还有一点钱在我的公积金 ，Why don't we do it? Okay, 12.5% if you are older than 70 years old, so no change. So if you are 71, 72, you are still working, yeah. There are people who are 79 also working, to be honest. Now create inclusive and productive, progressive workspace. Take note of this point. So have structured career planning sessions with older workers. So in case if the question asks, How are we allowed older workers to come back to the workforce, and how can we re-employ them, and how can we make sure that they are employable and able to contribute to the society? So you have to have like lifelong learning, career plan session for older workers. Last time you are a soldier, right? But now because you retired, maybe you can give security advice to this organization. You are ex-police officer, now you retire already. Based on your 30, 40 years of policing experiences and skills and knowledge, why don't you give as a lecturer? You go back to police force and become a lecturer, okay? And then we designed a job to raise productivity and workplace longevity. So if the workers are old and you know they have their past experience in IT, but now their IT is quite backdated, so based on their setup, based on their experience set out in the whole IT environments, they can give advice. So Ian, don't worry about old people taking back the old job of IT. Okay, so IT has been changing a lot, and yeah, these are the young, no, sorry, not young. These are the older generations have a vast knowledge of IT from an old way of programming IT to now the latest AI programming, right? Provide more part-time re-employ opportunity. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, sometimes if you go to food court, you go to food court, you can see those Japanese restaurant, they got this auntie uncle. 虽然他们切那个菜跟那个肉可能会慢一点，可能是不会说很均匀还是什么。But at least they feel that how should I say they feel they are not say usable, they feel that they are still employable and have something to contribute back to the society, right? So restructure employers provide medical benefit from group insurance. So people realize that now remember Michael and Ye, Tian Xiang, Zachary, Hui Ru, Thomas and Yi Yan. Don't forget when the medical bills are high, then they know that oh my MediSave 我用完了。现在我老了，我不可以买 MediShield, cannot buy AIA, NTUC Income, Great Eastern Insurance, so 没办法，我要补贴我的 MediSave. But don't worry that these are the old people. The government will do their best. Remember, the MediFund will help them, but they still think that they need to. Now, insurance scheme to additional MediSave contribution, I mentioned already. So to tap on the various grants under the Work Pro and create age-friendly workplace. So the governments will encourage company who employ healthy senior citizens from the age of 60, okay, we'll say 60 to 69. And if you employ them, you get some benefit from the governments, okay? Wow. You see, to view the full list of 22 recommendations, visit the MOM, Ministry of Manpower.gov. Wow. So look here. This is not just Singapore alone having this problem. Look at this. So from a look, you can tell. Wait, can I move on a bit more? Small push. Oh, you cannot. 120%? Can I see that? Okay, good. Okay, 120%, just nice, huh? So you're looking at Canada all the way down to European unions. And these are all the European countries, not anywhere from Asia or Africa or North and South. Actually, Canada should not put there. Canada should be in the North America side. Okay, so they put inside here. Oh, Japan also inside, so sorry. So practically it's the whole world. So you can see effective labor. Wow, expected years in retirement 24.5. So this is their women's and men's age. So imagine you came across these statistics in your SPQ. The first thing you ask yourself, so this statistic, what do you want to tell us? Is it life expectancy, or is it the extensions of workforce, or is it their aging population is getting higher? As a result, it affects the whole entire economy based on the country. Now look at this Japan. Japan, I think from a look here, they have the highest 68.2%. Anyone highest? Effective labor market exit age, okay, 68. Then this one 66. Wow, so they work until so long. And expected years in retirement was 17 years. So out of this year, Canada got, which the highest is Spain and Greece, but not true. France has a higher expected years in retirement immense. And of course, the woman's, oh my goodness, the woman's is even longer. So what does it mean? Does it mean that France has a more higher chance of aging populations? But don't forget that France, all these countries allow immigrants from different parts of the world to come to the country. Same as Singapore, we also allow foreigners, immigrants to come to Singapore and migrate here and change and become Singapore citizens. So if there are other country people come to Singapore, we also got people go out from Singapore and go to other countries. So it's like you know, like a whole world is trading manpower all over the place in order to keep the economy growing. So here you see, from this little chart here, or this statistic here, you can see that Japan is really one of the highest, in my opinion. And then this one, France, for the retirements. Okay, so from these statistics or this data here, we can see that every countries are very worried in case what happened. The younger population cannot support this. Well, how will the economy survive in that particular country of theirs, like France? Okay, now France, you know that he went through a lot of war before, and I was not surprised that France also got this. If you study French, France assimilation in social study, that you know they also only allow certain criteria, same as Singapore, same as China, anywhere. So does it really affect for the aging population? Yes, because by looking at this statistic, you see, their life expectancy is higher due to medical advancement. Okay, look at this one. This is the last slide for the retirement. So Brunei, you see that age of 60. Percentage of population over 60 is 9.5, very low. So which one is the highest? Singapore. Wow. This is Asian country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 country. The percentage of population over 60, Singapore has the highest. Oh my God. That doesn't mean those countries who have low populations, they are not, because maybe along, don't forget, Cambodia used to have war, Laos used to have the war, Myanmar is now having war and so on and off. Thailand, not really. Vietnam also have war before, the North and South Vietnam war. So these are the young population. Now they are getting older, maybe in their, see, this is based on 2019. So all these people who have tick, they went to war, and they might have a lesser population because most of them died, and not many. And then in fact, these are the country, to be honest, the one I put a star here, these are the country, the younger populations are growing, especially Indonesia also. Okay, Malaysia, I'm not sure, but I know they are growing, and this one also. And Vietnam is definitely growing up. You know, all their grandfather and their parents has been fighting in the Vietnam War. Of course, they get lesser because a lot of people died in the war. But after that, when the war ended, then the baby boomer come in. Okay, so these are the Vietnam. So these are the countries. Do you realize that Singapore have a lot of influx of Vietnamese, Burmese, Indonesians, and other countries? Okay, so does it ring a bell to tell you? Okay, so if you study econs in your JC, you know what I mean. All right, I've finished out my aging population already. I'm going to look for more details of aging populations if can. All right, so now we talk about, oh, I'm very tired. Keep talking. So, wow, well done, Yiyan. You used your example for the comparison of the video just now. One is a grandmother, one is a mother. The similarity is both has neglected their loved ones, and then one of them is able to come back because the grandmother is still alive, but the other one, the mommy died of stroke. Poor thing. Which one have I done, my dear? This one finished or not? This one done already, right? This one done already. This one also done already. E, okay. E, where's my E? Okay. Tian Xiang, are you able to read this? A comment by a Singaporean published on the Ministry of Health promotion brochure. Tian Xiang, are you there? Let's go. I have.
I have benefited greatly from the healthcare system, and Singapore offers an extensive healthcare coverage to me. With the multiple tiers of protection, I have access to basic healthcare and face no affordability issues. The first tier of protection is provided by heavy government subsidies of up to 80% of the total bill in acute public hospital wards, which all Singaporeans can access. The second tier of protection is provided by MediSave, compulsory savings from every Singaporean. I am very sure that even Singaporeans who do not have enough savings will still be able to afford healthcare services.
Wow, so it's actually very positive, talking about it, saying that no problem. As long you work, as long you got MediSave, as long you got MediShield, and then the subsidies, you are able to go through the medical costs. So don't worry about it. So is it true? A comment by a Singaporean. So this is a the Singaporean maybe, or maybe a foreigner become a PR, then become Singaporeans, and he knows that maybe back in their countries they don't have all these benefits, but now he become a Singapore citizen and say, whoa, my goodness, how so beautiful to be a Singaporean citizen to enjoy all these perks, all these benefits. So right, so this E, right? After the most super hours. Okay, this one done. This one done already. This one comparison studies done already. This one also done already. How reliable is Source E about the affordability of healthcare in Singapore? Explain your answer. Source E, okay, can I read this? Later, Ian will be reading this. Source E is reliable, is a comment published in the promotion brochure. So the brochure must be from Ministry of Health. That means they don't anyhow say. They must have based on true fact. Okay. But based on typically 就是单单一个 brochure 你就要讲到新加坡的 medical care 这么好，不要讲废话了。You see, source is not reliable. You only reflect how one Singaporeans find the healthcare affordable and benefit from the system, but does not represent the rest of Singapore. Yeah, 他自己一个人讲的哈。Sorry I don't agree with him He say what he say, but to me not true I have a bad experience. I pay a lot of medical bills. No way, man. All right, so let's talk about this one. Reliability based on content. You ready, Ian? Wait. This one all yours. Go.
Source E is reliable. Source E is reliable in showing that healthcare in Singapore is affordable. This is evident in Source E, which states that with heavy government subsidies of up to 80% of the total bill, and protection is provided by MediSave, healthcare costs will be affordable in Singapore.
Take note, children. When you come across in this your prelim exam or your O-level exam, you want to say it's reliable, you must quote with evidence. And it is true that in Singapore, a lot of Singaporeans are very heavily subsidized by the government as long as you're Singaporean. Okay, and the better still, the older you are, the more subsidies that they give to the older generations. This is a true fact. So remember, if you want to find reliability based on the content itself, based on source E, please quote like this. Thank you. Back to you. Yeah.
Source E is not reliable. Based on cross-reference with Source D, Source D does not support Source E. Source E showing that healthcare in Singapore is affordable. This is evident in Source E, which states that with heavy government subsidies of up to 80% of the total bill and protection is provided by MediSave, healthcare costs will be affordable in Singapore. However, Source D states that healthcare in Singapore is not affordable. This is evident in Source D, which says most Singaporeans do not have adequate funds in their MediSave accounts to pay for their own medical bills. Since Source D does not support Source E, therefore Source E is not reliable.
Okay, so remember, when you talk about reliability, Michael, you must have first talk about source E first. Source E is reliable because this is what is true. And you can say, based on the background information or based on your contextual knowledge, okay, some even say can based on your general knowledge, nothing wrong. Okay, as far they want to test you. Then, of course, you have to cross-reference to prove that, is it reliable? of course, you have to have say one is reliable, cross-referencing one that is not reliable because source D says that. Okay, now carry on. So you can also say you can support source E that is reliable instead of using the one inside the source E itself. You also can cross-referencing that source E is reliable, cross-referencing to source A, source B, or source C. But this one is source D, yeah? Okay, not reliable. Last paragraph.
Source D is not reliable due to it having a hidden purpose. The Ministry of Health is trying to convince Singaporeans that healthcare in Singapore is affordable so that Singaporeans will feel assured and continue supporting government policies. This is evident in Source E, which Singapore offers an extensive healthcare coverage. By talking about the benefits of the Singapore healthcare system, this shows they are trying to gain support for their policies.
Yeah, so that means they want to get to choose someone that support the government policy to ensure that whatever they say in the brochure is positive, is encouraging, is enticing to tell people, look, yeah, I agree that the cost is very expensive in Singapore for medical, but don't worry. As long as you're Singaporean, you're covered with subsidies, with protections, with this and that. And then end out your bill is not so hefty, but already reasonable to pay for it. And it's still very a lot to you, then don't worry. You can go and see your MP. You can talk to us. You can pay us in installment without interest. If the bill is 2,000, it cannot. I 2,000 also cannot afford. Can I pay every month $200 instead, or $100 instead for the next 10 months? Can. We can talk. But here it's not here. They never say here. Of course, you say, but they also can. Wow, well done. We have covered the whole entire of the medical costs, MediSave, MediShield, MediFunds based on this Boon Huan repair. So by now, the past 2 or 3 lessons, you're very clear that this is what excuse me, the MediSave, MediShield, MediFund. And we also talk about the retirements and how old they are, which age they are supposed to retire or continue. And if not, what happens if they don't continue? What is the repercussions? Will they get enough coverage when they're ill or they're old or they're saving? Okay, now we all settle with this here. We're going to talk about this one, globalizations. Where is my, okay, this is the file view. Now, do we have 4 sections? 1, 2, 3, 3 sections. Okay. Wait, okay. Okay. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. Ready? Now I give you 1 minute. I want to go to the toilet for a while, right? So all of you, the 7 of you, Zach, you please take part, but no need to talk. Select which one A, B, C is the most important about globalization and crime. Please kindly look at this PowerPoint here and tell me, well, Raymond, I think B is more important than A and C. Then you explain, so I choose B. Then you explain to B and how come B is more important than A and C. Thank you. Okay, I did not go to the toilet. Are you ready? Zach, you just type your answer. You don't need to talk, lah, don't mind. ABC, which one do you think is important to you? Then you better go and see doctor. Tomorrow is not well, please. Your oral exam is all coming out. See ya. Whoa. Okay. Thank you. I know why you choose C. Knowing you for so many years. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Are you ready? When you choose, please explain to me why.
So I'm eating. Can you can I go next? I'm eating.
Oh, okay. Who want to go first?
I'll go first. Let's go.
Okay, which one?
I feel like it's B because that one, as a lot, I guess a lot of people do say this, but I guess in Christianity, I guess, I don't know. A lot of people say that money is the root of all evil. So as long as there's money involved, human beings or people of today would do literally almost anything for money. Like crime that's centered around money is like the most common type of crime ever. Like you see, as we can look at this tree here, right? They say when there's economic globalization, there's increased trade with one another. So different countries want their own stuff. Like different countries would all want different things at the same time because of the more increased trade. So now there are now MNCs, multinational corporations that works with these countries to like trade and provide them with goods. This can cause like these MNCs or many different organizations to just like abuse cheap labor from less developed countries, or just as the tree says, traffic more goods that may be taxed because they don't want them to be taxed or it's maybe banned in their country. And yeah, there's just too many issues when it comes to economic globalization. Why is it always that money creates the most issues? I wonder why.
Which one?
No, why does money create the most amount of issues?
有钱人使鬼推磨嘛，你没有听过这句话没？
No,
No money, no talk. 没有听过这句话没？ No money, no talk. Sad to say, bro, we all work for money. And sorry, you realize, Michael, 就算你赚700万 ，Elon Musk 死掉，他的财产全部都给他孩子，的钱带不了棺材，对吗，慧茹？最近我讲华文this is recording live 最近我觉得好像 BYD 很多 China makes electric car， 他们要进军Europe then Europe 就 come out all the funny reason cannot this cannot that cannot tax， 因为我们人民币比较低嘛，哇 cannot then 他们就说must have high tariff tax you see must increase this and that okay the tax all these things China the product no good all these things hello. So how about your product when you come to China and make and do we didn't say anything now because our things are much better. You start to start questioning and give a lot of reason. This one cannot, that one cannot. And is it fair no? Why are you keep saying every time from the past few hundred years until now the West is always attacking the East. The West is always coming to the East and take us for granted. Give us opium, make the Indians to work in the hot weather of cotton, slavery, colonizations, and give us a life of hell. And now we are doing much better. You tell us not to be doing well. Bullshit. Sorry. This is very sad. Hey guys, 靠你们了嘞。你们下一代如果是 screw up 你接下来 all 的下一代全部will screw up. And recently in Cambodia, was it in Cambodia, Malaysia? I read the news. You're right. You see kidnapping, and then illegal trades. Yeah, illegal immigration. All this. Sex trafficking and drug. The police found 173 children and disability adult was being captured by a gang of kidnappers, or they call the the trade human trafficking to sell these children 你们有看 Squid Game 吗有吗 Squid Game maybe it's underage 有没有看？你看 Squid Game 你就知道那些participants 死掉了他们就把他们的 organ 卖去给有钱人So Mike, I won't say you're wrong for B but honestly I won't choose B I cannot tell you okay I'll choose C to be honest okay I choose C okay but I'm not saying B is wrong Hui Ru, which one you choose?
I also want to choose B because I think globalization can help to improve the economy among different countries, and this can reduce global cybercrime because one of the main reasons that leads to increase in crime is the poverty and and unbalanced resource allocation. So so with this economic increase in different countries, people will live a better standards of living, and then I believe there will be a reduced probability of crime. And as for the cultural globalization, only after countries are gaining economic benefits, there will be a more friendly relationship built, and they will be willing to like communicate and exchange the culture. So I think economic is the most important.
Okay, so you remind me of 那个什么那个华为对吗？那是不是去美国对吗？他们的总裁的女儿被抓对不对？Because they say 中国偷那个什么秘籍什么东西 right? And then end up make a big hoo-ha of it, and then they don't allow us to. Now they tell TikTok cannot go to US. Isn't it like C 咯？慧茹，你不觉得现在这个时代全部是 got to do with C？Because of internet， 每个人被那个诱惑，来你要赚钱嘛，投资我们，你可以赚几千块嘞，一个月里面可以赚几千块，只是 click here click there 就可以 transfer 钱就可以了。然后你不信，你来我们的国家做工，我给你很好的优待被骗了。我是觉得是这个 OK，I mean it's your choice慧茹。天祥 ，What about you, sir? ABC. Please take a picture of this Please Michael, you can take a picture and don't share with your classmate Please, tolong, 求求你天祥。
B.
B
Because
everyone choose B Okay,
because an increase in trade brings me money, and then so I can live a higher quality of life.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last part, my dear. So sorry.
Live higher quality of life.
爱慕虚荣materialistic one. Okay. Carry on. I wouldn't say you're wrong. Carry on.
And because there is more traffic, because if there is less trafficking by organized crime, then the society will be safer. It will be safer to live.
Okay. Makes sense. Very good. Okay, yeah, true. Yeah, but not possible to be honest. As long as what Michael say why money is the problem 只要有钱的东西，每个人都会 find ways Okay. That's all. 天祥。
Yes.
That's all Thank you. How about Thomas? What do you think? ABC, which one do you choose?
I think I will choose B.
哎呦，哇，1、2、3、4，4个全部OK，来，explain。
So I think like a country want to globalization is mainly because it want to like have a growth in its economy. so that other parts of its its country also can grow. So like the most important is to secure is like its economy place and like the make sure that the economy trading ground is safe to make sure that their economy can grow. That's why they go globalization, or they can just trade within themselves. Yeah, so I think that's the most important part.
That's all.
Yep.
你没有说错啦，没有，是说呀，每个人都是为了钱而生存，为了那个肚子而生存。But we are talking about the okay, never mind. Okay, I will discuss my point. Okay, okay, fair enough. I'm not saying you're wrong, how about you, Yaya? Can tell me now?
I personally choose C
See
because
ya, yay. Okay, why?
it's like as technology advances, there are definitely more crimes on the internet. And for cyber crimes, it is not only limited in the country, it is limited to like various of country. I mean, like you can be in the USA, you can just like fish a person in China or in Singapore right now, and it's harder for the law to like catch them because it's cross country. Sometimes it is hard for you to catch them. So furthermore, for the cybercrime, some there are laws in if I remember correctly, right, in Singapore you only can like sue people for like being fished for like quite no for like $5,000. I mean like if I remember correctly. So definitely if the amount of money you have been like fished is like below $5,000, you cannot like sue them, you cannot get your money back. And and if it's cross country, it's even worse. So for deep web and the dark web, I don't think it is quite a bad problem nowadays since like the dark web became like sort of like FBI's fish pond. So
Mhm.
and then
Oh, you
for the
know, okay. Wow,
it's just, sometimes so the deep web is like you can just like go onto it easily, but there aren't much crime nowadays on the dark web. It is just like the social media, they like darken the dark web even more. So I don't think it's really that serious. So for the instant combo collections and the huge increase in crime, of course because it's easier for you to like
exactly.
it's easier for you to like 骗钱。
对对，说的
Yeah,
很是真，真的
yeah,
cheat the money 啊，cheating。
yeah. So I personally think that global cybercrime creates more opportunities and for crime to happen.
你的跟我的想法都是一致的，你真是有备而来。Because many times I receive email from Nigeria, and then receive from country I never heard before saying that, oh, your who passed away, got a lot of money, but in order to give you this money, I have to check your background, your name, this and that, and your bank account. Can you please, if not, this money will be taken away by the government. Sometimes I feel like replying them, Ian, go and die. I will be giving you the hell money. You know hell money ma? HELL, the hell money to you, and I'll burn for you. 七夜拿吧，七夜那个鬼门关开，我给你吧。不要嘞，等一下哦，我在明他在暗啊，他收到这个 email 他不爽啊，他叫人来强奸我怎么办？艺人讲谁要强奸你啊，各位人？你马不知脸残，你这么丑八怪，谁要你？Back to you，一言。Hello，you crap 啊，thank you 啊，Michael，我虽然老，可是我很温柔。OK，don't laugh until your headphone drop. OK，thank you very much. OK，last but not least，一言，which
Yeah.
one will you choose?
So I also choose C because like the I mean because the cybercrime is more of like inside of a country, you know? Like the other two is like the outside, like is the relationship between other countries. Like I think without that your country can still function, but since like more and more people use technology, like even the very powerful people, the government, like once cyber security falls down, then you could say like the whole country is like gone, like the government is not in control anymore. Or like the other two, like the both the globalization like the government can still like maybe a have long-term amendments to it. But
More long-term amendments.
yeah,
Oh.
but cybercrime is like you're just giving control to like the hacker.
There's no boundary, right? Huh? You know, if it's so serious, Michael, hold on, there's no boundaries there. If it's not serious, US will not stop TikTok and this Huawei, no. And recently got this Wikipedia leak was being caught for being leaked out for these informations. They call it Astronet, okay, for being a spy to another country. I'm not saying that A and B are not important. A and B still exist, but any more, Ian? No more. Michael, you want to say something?
I'm sorry, Ian, but I gotta say something, right? You said that it's not important. Okay, you said that countries don't need to have relationships with other countries. I feel like that's kind of inherently wrong because I feel like that's like the most important thing. One of the most important things that a country should keep in mind is to have good relations with other countries. Because a country like ourselves in Singapore, right, we rely on other countries to export stuff to us in order for us to get the necessary amount of food, water, and energy. Otherwise, we would not survive without relations with other countries. So, as much as cybersecurity is important, uh, it's even worse if you don't even have if you don't even have a supply chain into your country in the first place. If you don't even have food, why deal with cybercrime?
You remind me of North Korea. Last time they don't depend on other country. Now they ask Russia to come in, ask China to come in, and ask which country also? Another country I can't remember also to come in. So Ian, did you say that? Or? I don't think so, right? Did you say that they don't need each other? You didn't, right?
Well, I got say.
Oh, you got to say, that means you don't need each other country to survive. I thought I heard wrongly. I thought you say we do need each other to survive, but on top of that, cyber crime is like crossing away. It's 24/7, 365 days. Every second is vulnerable. Now, Uncle Raymond want to click to go in to do this and that. I do 三思和后行. I have to think 3 times, 4 times. This one can be a scam. The moment I click, can go out of sync. You say, Mr. Raymond, your thing is being expired. If you don't click this, what happened? I have to check. I have to wait for 1 day later. Then I click on this link. So there are still countries, Michael, that they don't really like closed door policy. They don't need others, but not able to survive. Give you a very good example. After World War II, when China break away from the Taiwan's, China has a closed door policy. But as you know, Mao Zedong say that we also have bad relationship with Russia. Closed door policy cannot work. Yes, I totally agree with the supply chain management. Especially Singapore, we need a lot of. I don't care you which country fight. I saw you all help me to survive through this. It's just like, yeah, in the class, one of the student in your class is the smaller size, but he really need protections and not being bullied by the big boys. Yeah, he also need big boys to protect him. Yes, I agree, Michael, that it's true important that we need each country to survive. But there are some point I think I'm not signing anybody here. I'm taking a more neutral stand. There are some countries who really refuse to get help. Possible? Yes. Why? Because they feel that if you look at history, I think Yaya, you know, the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? That time Cuban missiles bo pian, no choice. Then Russia asked, then finally pull out. Then Cuban missiles don't want, I don't want to help or things like that, because later they got this the Bay of Pigs come in, attack them, all these things. Then they wake up, they ask Russian to come in, then they push away, and then end up, Cuba is now like a country that being locked down and all the boycott. When Russia came, all these things happens. So okay, this is just a discussions. We are not debating against one another, saying you are wrong or right, but it's just that, okay, you have your choice to put your words there. As long as you are able to convince your examiner why you think that some countries don't need each other, but most of the countries, why they need to. If you have the good example, and the evidence to prove that, well, this country no need to, because they are more sustainability. They feel that they no need others. But to be honest, in this 21st century, we need one another. And thanks, Michael, for corrections. Honestly, I heard that every country needs support. So sometimes it's good to have another year help me to listen. That is the problem of Zoom. And I have to admit, sometimes might be some distortion. I might miss out a certain good points. So to conclude, globalization and crimes is like 我们是息息相关. We need one another, each country, everyone on the toe. We need every citizens to inform the governments that is it the citizens' responsibility or the government responsibility or the community responsibility or the organization's committee to prevent crimes. In fact, every single one of us start from individual first, that we need to do that this. 天祥 you talk already 哦，天祥 you talk already 哦。Hello 天祥，讲了吗？讲了啊 OK 好。which is my slide now? Okay, globalizations. So this one, next week we'll be talking about this one here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we got a lot of slides. We got how many slides? So you see, these are the picture here. It came out in the O levels question before, so we're gonna talk more of it. By the way, today is the last lessons by right talking about the last topic. Next month, July, I'm going to give you a lot of SPQ and SRQ to practice. And I might be arranging, Michael, you may not know, I'll be arranging some face-to-face lessons to come to Yio Chu Kang Grassroots Club for a face-to-face lesson. So we're talking about some questions. And when, guys, please inform your parents. It's either on the Saturday or Sunday. All right, that means if you are coming on Sunday, that lesson on the the lesson on the Sunday that is 8 o'clock, Zoom will push it to 5 o'clock. Just a quick one. Just a quick one, don't mind. Of course, dinner is provided by Uncle Raymond. Okay, just a quick one. If I were to say Sunday 5 o'clock, can everyone turn out? If you can, thumbs up now. Hey, no, wait. Not every Sunday. Maybe the 3rd week of July or maybe the 2nd week of August and the last week of August. Maybe the most 2 times face-to-face. So just choose one Sunday only. Sorry, 2 Sunday, that is 5 o'clock. That means that 5 o'clock lesson will replace the 8 o'clock lesson. And it will be longer. It might be a 2 hours lesson. Okay, Sunday, 5 o'clock. Ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, question. Is it the Sunday 5 o'clock? It is Zoom, right? Zoom.
No. Face to face. Go
face
to
face. Then
that
okay,
means
yeah,
我
sure.
会包整个 cafe 在那边。I mean 雅叶你去过你懂吗？你没有去过有对。你不可以雅叶。Why?
So you know how far it is to get from Clementi all the way to there? It's basically like
我知道啦，宝贝，你不是每个拜六礼拜去吗？对吗？就是
on Saturday or Sunday, I still need to go for revision. I still need to like prepare for my next day's lesson. What?
对咯，我就是选5点咯，不然我选早上给你好吗？
5 o'clock. I mean, like if you put it on Saturday, then I can come up by Sunday.
Saturday 你可以
Saturday can
7点可以吗？
Saturday, I think the whole day but I mean, like not
不可以 Saturday 我只有7点才可以。
7 in the morning or in the afternoon.
大哥，7点晚上7点的 morning， 你看那个议员，你讲please I still want to sleep 。
But we're fine with waking up in the morning and
No. Saturday morning I got class also. I only have 7 o'clock. Okay, never mind. Just a quick one. Okay. If everyone want to have Saturday at 7 o'clock, thumbs up. If you want Sunday 5 o'clock, you show clap. 天祥 Zachary, not every 雅叶，可能1个月1次而已，你明白吗？你2个都不可以Thomas， 为什么 Thomas？ clap means Sunday 议员呢
Saturday totally no time. Then Sunday take me too long to go there.
Where you stay?
Bedok.
Hey, hello, brother. That time you also came to the grassroots, right?
Yeah, but it's in the morning.
Saturday cannot. But not far lah. You just take a Grab, don't mind. You take a Grab, okay, and then go home.
Sure,
Dinner
of course I might. Well, Grab cost like $10 plus just for one ride.
你跟妈咪拿咯。如果不可以就坐 MRT 咯，但都是去走马看花咯。怎么办？因为我真的要 face to face 啊，you definitely help you. Okay, never mind，我只是讲 OK，所以新也不可以。天祥嘞
I think it is too far.
，where you stay？
Clementi.
Clementi 啊，这样你跟爷爷 share Grab 啦。一人一半。Okay, okay. 爷爷是 Oh my God, Uncle Raymond. Oh, too far, too far. Zack, you can. I know you can. 一言呢 ？Saturday.
So Zachary said that he cannot. He said in the chat that he has school, like CMI.
I
I feel
cannot
like
make it for both. I got school. Hello, brother Zachary. Saturday 7 p.m. at night and Friday 5 p.m. in the evening. It's not on weekdays. 7 a.m. You see lah, you see? 5 p.m. I cannot. Why? Okay, never mind. I will put in the Zoom chat later on. I will make sure to arrange all of you can make it. So the best, yeah, I know it's very far. Okay, it's not every Sunday. It's one only, okay? One lesson or two lessons the max, that's all, okay? And that one lesson might really test you a full paper to sit there and do your exam, to get a feel of the exam. 明白吗? Okay, right, so you got 1 month to think, and definitely it's not in July. Thomas, July I got exam, I also cannot afford. So the face-to-face will start in August, most likely National Day on that day itself, okay? Okay, I hope I can see all of you. So Michael, thanks for informing me about Zachary just now. All right, that's all. So